Well, today we have an urgent appeal for common sense. What do I mean by that? Well, you may have been drawn here by our very sensationalist thumbnail, or this title, The Nonsense About Namibia, which is destroying its future. Again, we're using emotive language. But today we're going to debunk DiscoverTube. It's a channel that you can find out there on YouTube, but we wouldn't recommend you go to it. This is the headline they chose. This terrifying new discovery in Namibia shocked the entire industry. They've got over 40,000 subscribers at the time we looked at this, and 104 videos. So less videos than us, but many more times subscribers. And it's these eye-catching clickbait type videos that unfortunately are what lots and lots of people are watching. And we've got one expression. Thank you, Donald. It's fake news. Now, when we actually look behind the company that are responsible for the DiscoverTube channel, we can see a number of things. As of May the 2nd, 2023, they put this video out. They've had over 640,000 views. Now, if we look at their disclaimer here, we can actually highlight, they come out and say, this channel is based on facts, rumors, and fiction. Now, fair enough, it's purely for entertainment, but unfortunately, many people may not understand that. Here are the thumbnails and some of the titles of other videos, and you can see sensationalist, terrifying, shocked throughout most of these, and it's got to be sort of flagged up that this isn't actually news, it's clickbait. It gets worse. Not only have they got 650,000 plus views for that particular video, there are others that really just do not paint the right picture for what's happening in Namibia. And is this the message that your company, your country wants to get out there? Now, another feature of this is the sensationalist soundbites. Will it throw the country into turmoil? When Shell announced its third major oil discovery in Namibia in recent times, the news sent shockwaves like a bolt of lightning. This well was Yonka 1. Well, Yonka 1 was indeed a significant discovery and is now being appraised, but really? Will the discovery of oil be a blessing or a curse? And even the title itself, I mean, just shocking, sensationalist. Don't be fooled by this stuff. It's clickbait. So stay up to date with the facts from industry professionals with decades of experience. But within the video, well, we've taken a few little screenshots here, and some of these scenes. Quiz question. Which of these are located in Namibia? Well, here's a clue. Well, I think you get the idea. None. It's certainly confusing. Is it malicious? Is it damaging? So what does Namibia really look like? Well, here's a video. It wasn't actually taken in the South Atlantic. This is the Mediterranean Sea, but you can see, it gives you an idea. There are no installations. There are no oil fields. There's no platforms. There's nothing to be seen currently offshore Namibia. Also in their video, they've hijacked this map from online and show the Orange Basin. Well, it's a nice try, but let's point out, this is Namibia here, and this part is a block within the Orange Basin, but it's actually down in South Africa. The Orange Basin pretty much covers most of this area here, just down slope from the continental slope break. But it's not just the images that they use in the video that are confusing. They're nothing to do with Namibia, but also some of the content, you know, it's not our oil quote. Now, here's a bit more of the context from the Al Jazeera interview that they've taken a clip from.
Your predecessor, President Bohamba, was quoted a while ago saying, oil is the only thing we lack in this country. You've got all the other minerals, diamond, gold, copper, and cattle, so many sheep. How will oil specifically help transform the economy of Namibia?
I wouldn't say oil specifically will do that. Firstly, it's not our oil. Money is going to go out to those who discovered it. We'll have our royalties and so on. So it will not be a big thing. We had gold, as we are saying. We have diamonds. We don't see a big difference. It still goes outside in a raw form. Its value is added outside, jobs created outside, technology transferred. So we hope that we have good friends, we have that there must be some kind of value addition in the country. That's the only way you can say there will be more jobs created and then the money will be paid, salaries, and that way money will stay in the country. But before that, we cannot celebrate.
So this was an interview early on, and it's basically the minister here saying, well, you know, like other resources, diamonds and mining concerns, it's foreign companies who've come in, and indeed we've actually looked in previous videos when we looked at the companies involved, the billions of pounds that have already been spent and sunk just to find oil in Namibia. Now, pause the video if you want to understand really the context of what the Namibian president was saying. And this is the opposition leader, Venani. He's frustrated by the president's comments and kind of clarifies a little bit. Yes, oil is there. Yes, it is discovered. But what is the strategy? Oil could be a curse or a plus for our country. You know, I think it's all going to be taken in context. So let's have a look at Africa's production, and you can see here we've highlighted the big producing nations: Nigeria, Libya, Algeria, Angola, and lots of other nations. They're all listed here in the key underneath. This comes from Rystad Energy. But you will notice that Namibia doesn't feature. Why? Because there is no oil production. Again, the Discover Tube video would have you believe that it's up and running and producing, but the reality, not a single barrel of oil has been produced to date in Namibia. There are some quality moments in the Discover Tube video. And here is where it comes from. It actually comes from our YouTube channel. And this one, the Venus discovery, it's a video that was over a year old. And we've had, well, over 30,000 views now. But what you can see is far more information and factual information. We believe it to be the truth. Not something that they seem to worry about very much. So is there anything in this video that really has any resemblance to the truth? Well, we agree that it's Namibia's oil, and there are legally binding agreements in place to see that the country benefits from oil and gas. There are taxes and there's license fees. There's acts of parliament, so governing doing business in Namibia. There's state participation in all licenses. So NAMCOR, the national oil company, they keep a close eye and very competent oil and gas professionals there trying to assess what's being done. There is going to be lots and lots of jobs will be created. There's going to be shore-based support. There's going to be a sovereign wealth fund. It's already been announced, and Namibia has signed up to the transparent business transactions. There is also ministerial oversight, and we're very, very hopeful that this will be a success both for the nation and for the people of Namibia. Other problems with their video? Well, we don't recommend Discover Tube video. Why not? It's misleading. There are errors. It paints an inaccurate picture. It leaves some viewers suspecting big bad oil companies and corrupt politicians and conspiring together. Oh, goodness, it goes on. Suggesting the future may bring civil unrest and nationalization of the industry. I mean, all of this stuff is complete and utter drivel. Here's why we need your support. We need you to subscribe, to like, to share. We need to boost TROVE's news coverage because we try and tell the truth. We try and get our stories as accurate as we can when we are going to make mistakes. Of course we are. But we try and give a full and fair account of the facts and assess the impact. But we need your support, or fake news wins the day. You can influence what the general public will see. So share this video and please support us in any way you can. One way you could consider supporting us would be to sponsor a video. And that could be from any of the companies in that list here. And, just help us get the truth out. We've got to fight back against fake news. We've got to get the facts and the truth out there. So these guys are a curse to the social media. They come out with poorly researched, they lack analysis, they are provocative, they take the long-established fears of corruption and they infer smears against business. They mix fact, rumour and fiction. And yet 500,000 people are watching? That's scary. Here at Trove News, we've done many videos, and here's just an example of a playlist. You can look at all of these topics here and short videos describing what's been happening up and down Africa. They tend to be, of the order of 10 to 20 minutes long typically, and they are factual and educational. It's not all bad news. Here's an informative news channel which you can find out on YouTube. It's the Brandenburg Global, and fine, short little videos, factual, very informative, and we'd certainly support companies and individuals who bring out material like this. However, we would say, please continue to support our channel. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, get in touch. There's the email address, there's the website. We'd love to see you back at the channel. Bye for now. Every now and again we come across a video where it's got huge numbers of views and people have been watching it, and it's informing public opinion. It is also complete and utter tosh. One of the things that when you delve into some of these online videos, they can be based on absolute nonsense. We try here on Trove News to stay factual. Okay, yes, we did put out an April the 1st, and no, there hasn't been a major discovery underneath Aberdeen. But the video was quite popular anyway, and made a few people smile, which was the intent after all. But we think this is really kind of a serious situation. Is this how the people of Namibia and beyond are getting informed about what's happening in the oil and gas industry? Because quite frankly, it's worrying.